Good morning, everyone. It's March 30th in the morning. Just an update for all of us in the math world. So again, it's March 30th. And I just really want all of you to know that there's a lot of people working behind the scenes really to support your instruction as we prepare for this week and at least 2 weeks, but it looks like it will easily be the entire month of April and maybe longer. And it's all about teaching and learning. Please continue your communication with me and with each other. Many of us have had individual conversations since our last flipped meeting. I will share some of that information with the entire group this morning. I will also respond to the questions listed on the Jamboards, on both the brainstorming and the questions board. I will be providing you with more updated information regarding school closing dates, instruction, grading, professional development, and more. You will be receiving, this is really important, you're going to be receiving a communication from Jen and Paul today. I suggest you sit, you read it carefully, read through the links. There's a lot of important information. And if you have any questions at all, you could always reach out. If you have not done so already, I have lots of them, but definitely not all. Please add me as a co-teacher on your Google Classrooms. Everything else on this slide was described in the last flipped session we had last week. But please add me as a co-teacher on your Google Classrooms if you haven't done that already. This is also information that we've used. Some of it came last week, and this slide is new though. Develop a regular schedule to post your assignments. Just in listening to parents who've been going through this already, receiving assignments throughout the day is not helpful for one subject. Having a regular time that you post your assignments would be great. This is a must. Check in with your students. You can have them respond to a form so that you can be sure to hear back from every one of your students and reach out to students quickly after you identify them that they have not responded. Have a weekly message and let students know when you are available online. And for me, just so you know, I'm working 4 to whenever in the morning, 10 or so, and then I'm also working in the evening, kind of a balance of a couple of hours. So I know a lot of you are working in the middle of the day and you email me, and I will reply if I can in the middle of the day, especially if it's something that's very time sensitive. But if I see a question that I could answer in the morning, that's probably what I'll do. So just so you know, that's my schedule because I have the 2 girls and it's kind of nuts trying to get anything done when they're awake. Try to use something like Jamboard. It's very helpful for me to review your brainstorming ideas, and your questions is super helpful to let me know what your thoughts were. So something like that would be great. There were questions about extra help. Yes, you could use Google Meet, email, Remind, one of the Smartboard, Screen Capture, or any of the other screen capture apps or what resources that you have. You could even click a picture of your screen and email it if that's helpful, or take a picture and email it of your notebook or whatever. There's many additional helpful resources linked to Google Classroom, and if you use any of that, that could be very helpful for your students too. Like you can link Khan Academy or Any other video links would be helpful for your students, just questions that came up. Students with special needs, this is not a new slide, but I just wanted to reinforce. Students with IEPs, English language learners, and AIS students. You should be working collaboratively with the teachers of your students, whoever they are. You're going to be receiving, I had mentioned earlier, that email from Jen, and I'm sorry, the letter from Jen and Paul. It is going to be in an email. The IEP teacher and the English language learner teacher should be co-teachers on your Google Classroom. Collaborating with your colleagues who support that child. A AIS provider said she would be willing to work with you as you present your lessons. So that's something for you to reach out to your AIS providers. High School West teachers, I will be communicating with you, either me or Tina. I might ask her to do this as far as AIS at High School West, because we currently do not have an AIS provider at High School West, but I'm working on it. But if you'd like to, I thought especially middle school teachers where you frequently do have that co-teaching model that you use with the AIS providers, so you might want to do that collaboration. Oh, and there's not, the rest of the information there is not new. Okay, so counselors, social workers, and psychologists. A question came up on one of the boards if you see something inappropriate. So this information is not different. You should contact counselor, social worker, psychologist, someone on your IST, administrators, whoever you need to contact if you see anything. You as you know, you're mandated reporters. If a student divulges information to you, written, verbally, or visually, you should contact your child's counselor and school administrator. The link here is a link to State Ed, where they provide a resource for mental health, and talking to young people about COVID might be something you'd want to read. This slide is not new, but I have two following slides. So this is just an overview that went out, and we looked at it. It went out from Jen before our last meeting about third quarter grades, fourth quarter grades, final exams, etc. This is just to be as clear and concise as possible. For the remainder of quarter 3, you've probably heard this message from at least 4 different people by now, but I'll say it again. Try to stay consistent with what you've done in school as far as kids who have missed assignments or things like that. So reach out to students and parents, give alternate assignments and or assessments, and keep in mind not to overload the students. Flexible is the key. Assignments that you have given up to April 1st have not been mandatory, so even up to the middle of this week. After April 1st, you can assign due dates and grades for assignments. Of course, those due dates have to be flexible. All assignments should only help students. Now, while remote teaching and learning, that's starting this week till whenever this is over, you'll see this in the email from Jen and Paul. Wednesdays are reserved for additional support, time to complete assignments, extra help, enrichment, and extension activities. So no new information to be taught on that day, on Wednesdays. 30 minutes of work for math brings us to a little bit more than, exactly the 2-hour recommendation. That would be what home instruction students have, and that 30 minutes has to be inclusive of independent work and instruction. So keep that in mind. Very important updated information that you will also receive in that email today. Quarter 4 now begins on Monday, April 13th. Secondary grades on assignments will be limited to special codes: pass, missing, or incomplete. That's it for quarter 4 while we are out. Narrative comments may be added to the special codes, provided they do not include alpha grades. Advanced placement teachers, I'd like you to work together to develop a curriculum plan for the remainder of the year. Please let me know what you will be teaching before the exam and after the exam. So you can email me, we can chat if you want, we could do a Google Meet, however you want to do it. I just need to have that information from you. This slide is, please read it if you need this. I know our students who require calculators have them, and hopefully they brought them home. But TI did make some accommodations for us. They have TI Inspire available free, but for the Chromebook, it's the TI-84 Plus family, but it's a beta version. So just read this very carefully, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll get the answers for you. These are all tools that you have shared on one of those two. It's not flip grids. Those two Jamboards that we had. So please email me if you have any questions regarding these tools. I don't know, from the comments I saw, most of you are figuring these things out, but there were some questions on there. So if you have questions about any of these or any other site, any other resource, let me know, and I'll connect you with the teacher or teachers that can assist you with them. As you know, we have 3 teachers in our department that are tech liaisons. This is what they do regularly, but you're all out there and you're all trying different things. So just reach out if you have any questions. An email I had gotten recently, I didn't reply yet, Screencastify. Our district is not going to be purchasing any kind of new resource like that anytime soon. There's so much going on. The technology department is way overloaded in every aspect of this situation, from parent contacts, student Google accounts for some of the grade levels that didn't have them, getting our Google Meets accessible for students. There's just so much that they're doing. I could go on and on. So we won't be looking at purchasing software, but keep in mind that what we do have can probably handle. So one question I had was about Screencastify, and Edpuzzle does the same. So you might be able to just use something that we do have full access to. Professional development. I'm sharing this link with you, the tools for authentic assessment. If you'd like to post things that you are using, enter it on there. We could all use that to help in planning. It would be great. Please check Frontline. BOCES is offering online courses on online instruction. And the online resource for secondary math instruction is also a link that will help for us to plan math instruction. You might find something on there, but you could also post things on there. This is important. Great Minds. Great Minds is updating their instructional videos. You might find something that's perfect for you. So Great Minds is the company that created our modules. They are working hard to keep that updated. They started when this whole situation began. creating videos, so they keep updating them, and there's more and more. You might find something that you want. If you go on there and you don't have an account, you can create one. It's 100% free. Scheduling will begin soon for high school teachers, middle school teachers also. We don't have FTE numbers for that yet. But high school math teachers, I'm sending you a form for you to fill out. Please fill that out. Thank you. Update on hiring. I will update you soon on that. Just so way too much going on right now. But I'm still in the works. I'll update you on that. Stay tuned for updates on possible virtual co-curricular clubs, possibly. All right, so questions again. Use the same link from last time if you have any questions about anything that we're doing at all. You could always just email me also. And you can answer questions that are posted. Remember, you can add pages to that, to the Jamboard if you want to. But you did a great job organizing that stuff last time. All right, let's see. I think that is it. Yeah, that's it for now. Okay, so have a great day, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.